we get set up and
Oh, here she is. She just popped in.
yeah, she did.
Sharon, that was a
Oh,
fast
hold
one.
on. I don't have my ears in. I can't join you just yet. You guys go ahead. Okay.
Live, yeah. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. We were just coming on when Sharon popped in. And she'd sent me a message, I'll be there in 20. But sorry about that. Sort of funny. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us this Sunday for our live readings. I want to shout out to everybody in the room. And let me grab my right mouse here so I can see. Hi, Sharon Sipe, Helen, cousin Helen. That's I'll flip you an email after the show. Earth Mama, Patty G, Snow Wolf, Sharon Sipe, Debbie Powers, Deanna DFL. Are you the same Deanna I was talking to this week? I'll send you an email, another email. And of course, Sharon's backstage. Hi, Linda. And I never know how to pronounce your name. Barbarian. I'll slaughter it. Somebody else is going to have to pronounce it for me. Hi, Deb 2021. Hi, Connie. How are you doing? You changed your picture. I like it.
Hello, everybody.
I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. If you missed Dean and I this morning, we
A lot of you, it's welcome back.
if you were there, welcome back. If you missed it, go over to Hermit's Corner and watch it on the replay. We did a really fun program this morning, all based around spiritualism and the oracle cards. Had a lot of fun. If you want to submit questions, we are doing spiritual readings and mini readings today. Please do not submit personal health questions or any legal questions because we cannot address those. We are not attorneys,
doctors, and we're not lawyers
or nurses or licensed professionals. So we recommend that if you do have those kind of questions, to please contact a professional in the services that you need in those areas. I know I don't want to get caught practicing law without a license for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in and grab some of these questions as I see them and trying to slowly scroll down. I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody.
So excited to see what kind of questions people have today.
Yeah, we've been on a roll today, Dean and I.
I just got finished off my show this morning. I rolled into Charlie's Angels Tarot. And by the way, if you have not seen Charlie or shards from Charlie's Angels Tarot, be sure to stop by and let her know that you are there because you heard about it through us. She'll be tickled to death that we're supporting her along her journey as well. She's very, very, very talented. She's very wise. She has many, many, many years of experience.
Yeah, I love working with her. She's wonderful. We're trying to get together and do another collab together. And Dean's been doing some great programs on some the new cards. If you're interested in learning some of the non-Rider-Waite decks, some of the other versions of Rider-Waite type cards, they are debuting. They just finished one with the opposition decks. It's wonderful. Right here. I have mine right here. This is the opposition deck. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we collab, and I have 2 or 3 of them on my channel, and on her channel, she has the rest. So you kind of have to go back and forth. because I don't have the major arcana on my channel. So if you want that, you're gonna have to go to Shar. That's another reason to go to Shar's channel, Charlie's Angels Tarot, if you want to learn about that deck, even more so.
And I'm adding a few moderators here. You see a wrench, don't let it hit you in the head. And Sharon Sapp, I'm adding you as a moderator too as soon as I find your name in my list. There you are. And if you don't want to be a moderator, you don't have to act as a moderator. If you choose not to, don't worry about it. It doesn't change anything. It does allow you to block trolls if you want to do that. Some people enjoy it. Some people, like me, I will moderate and block people if I see it, but I don't always see it. Those of you who are moderators, thank you for the assistance. Welcome, Earth Mama. And I saw a couple other people come in.
Oh, my coffee's done.
Oh, you did make some. He said, I think I'll make some coffee. Maybe not. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Hello, Christine. And I saw Vivian came in and George McKenna. And hey, Debsy. How are you doing today? Oh, I know he did his hair between shows.
Yes, I did. I fixed it. I had to because I knew I was going to be going to other people's shows. I could not see on my show. It's not necessarily I don't care so much because you get me as I am. And honestly, I didn't. I woke up and I was doing my running around, making sure I had everything prepared, and I didn't have time to fix it before I got up this morning. So that being said, it's done now.
Okay. And as I was getting moderators, I probably missed some questions here. Let me. Got to do it on this side. Also, we wanted to let people know I'm getting requests to start doing opening up another mediumship practice group, mentor group. I've had some questions. I don't teach tarot, but if you are a medium or you're aware of your gifts and you're just awakening up as a medium and you want to join the group, send me an email at guidedlighttarot333@gmail.com and let me know. We're looking probably evenings because if Dean and I are going to co-sponsor this show, we will have to do it in the afternoons, in the evenings. I like to run that program. I mean, Zoom is great. You know who's talking, but I like to do it on Messenger because it's easier to come in and out in Messenger, and you can always contact the whole group if you want to pull a group together. So if you are interested, just flip me an email. Tell me what days of the week and what time frame that would work for you. We are working with people. We have taken consideration those that's on the West Coast, like me, have taken consideration people on the East Coast work. People on the East Coast have to take into consideration people on the West Coast work. So there's a 3-hour time difference there. So we try to do it sort of early to mid evening Pacific time, like 7 or 8 Pacific time, or wait a minute, other way around. 7 or 8 Eastern time, 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Did you get Helen's cousin's question started?
Yes,
I don't want you to miss it.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So Deanne DFL Rock says, Dean is cute, but we can't touch him, ladies. But I like to be touched. You can touch me.
Oh, he's single too, ladies.
I'm warm and sensual.
And if he
Just a wee bit
relocates
eccentric. Just a wee
to
bit.
a warmer state down south, not California, not saying anything.
Oh, no, never
right
California.
now.
No way. Maybe a good place to visit.
Fast, you never know. You may be that one I keep seeing. I had to throw that in, Dean.
Oh, so Linda Borurian is asking if you've got her question starred.
Deb, if you want to join the group and you don't want your face showing, you can come in incognito. I won't make you. You can do the hand thing. Do the mystery hand lady. You probably don't look any older than any of us. Who I have on my list right now for questions.
Oh, Debsy, already, Lordy Dean. I'm going to have a neon sign flashing like Sharon Lee. I'm warm and sensual, and I'd like to be touched.
Well, of course, she's human. Be my alien partner. Who I have on the list so far in my starred question box is Connie, Patty, Deanne, Helen, and what the heck is going on here? And Debsy's question was, do I have to show my face?
You can have your camera turned off.
You can keep your camera off. You can still talk. You can talk on the phone end of it. That's the nice thing about Messenger is you don't have to show your face. You can just do audio only. Same thing with Zoom. If we decide to do the meetings through Zoom, the nice part about Zoom is when somebody has the floor, it lights their picture up around the edges, so you know who's talking. It also has a little raise your hand button, so if there's a lot of people in the room, whoever's moderating the meeting can call on who has their hands up in the order that they raise their hands. So,
did you get Vivian's question?
Did I get Vivian's question? Hold on. I could have sworn I picked up on Vivian. Okay, I see. Did you get my question? Obviously, I didn't because it wasn't on the list. That's why I read the list.
And did you get Linda's question too?
Okay, hold on. I'm slowly scrolling up.
So I'm totally like meshed with this deck now because everybody's complimenting it and I'm actually enjoying using it.
I love that deck. Show it off.
Deanne is saying, Dean is so easily spiritually touched, period. I love a man I can spiritually connect with.
It's true.
Ellen, no, you're not late. You're right on time. We're just getting situated. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you have a spiritual question or a question at all, go ahead and ask.
You're not late at all, Ellen. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to give you a call later, Ellen, so we could talk.
And if the question is, am I gorgeous? Of course I am. That's all you need to know. I'm gorgeous.
Yeah, Ellen, your dad came to visit me last night. I love Ellen's father. He reminds me of my father. He's such a sweet, sweet, sweet man. You guys didn't know that when I connect with some of your loved ones, they stay in touch with me.
So Linda's asking, it was a while back, I asked for a message from my mom and dad. Did you see that? It's funny you say that, Linda, because I see two people holding hand in hand. They're hand in hand.
I didn't see the question, but
You can flag that one. A message from her mom and dad. I see two spirits. I see two people in hand in hand. That was really quick for me to pick up on.
yeah, well, let's just pull that as the first question.
Okay.
Since you're already connected, might as well grab it first.
They're on hand in hand. I don't know if this means anything, but I see they're hand in hand and they're sitting on like this, what appears to be like a park bench. I don't know if that means anything to you, but they're definitely together. If that's what you wanted to know, they are definitely together.
And it's funny because just a footnote, even if they weren't together in lifetime, that does not mean they did not meet back up on the other side. My parents did.
So, Linda, your message from your mom and dad is, let me see if I can't get anything else. Wow, okay. I see your mom smelling like flowers and your dad's giving it to her as an offer. And what I'm feeling with that, to me, it's telling me is to don't be afraid to sit back and watch things happen as they're meant to happen. Smell, look for the goodness, the prettiness that life has to offer. Don't be afraid to smell a bouquet of flowers. Don't be afraid to try new things. Embrace yourself in that love. But let's see if the cards are picking up anything. Picnic. Why am I saying picnic?
I see them in Central Park, with the tree.
Yeah, I'm seeing a picnic.
In Central. Are you from Are they from New York, or is just that image with the benches and the flowers, and autumn trees, and I don't know why I've got flowers blooming at the same time the trees are in fall autumn. They usually don't go hand in hand. And they send their love. They're so proud of you. And they're telling me that anything that you want, ask for it. And you can, I can't find the word. Yeah, okay. Noun, please. Manifest. Thank you. Anything you want in life, you can manifest. You've got the World card.
Do you have a light, Kathy? Because we can't see it. It's like your son's blocking you.
Sorry. That better?
There you go. Beautiful.
It blinds me. I moved it to the side so it's not as blinding as it was. And I have big white circles in my eyes. You can
manifest, you said?
You can manifest anything you want in the world. You get the World card, which is a great card. Sometimes you think you're sneaking around and you're the thief in life. No, you're not. Everything that comes to you, you deserve. You've earned. And know that. I get the Moon card for you. And with this card, they're wanting me to let you know that work on your shadow stuff, work through anything you have in your past because it no longer serves you. Let that go. And soak up the light from the sun that reflects down through the moon. They said, think of the Moon card as the star card because everything's shining on you. And I get the 9 of Wands, but this card is not coming up as restraint. This card is coming up as a strength. He's on his knee in strength. in prayer, in power. He's not bound up in this card. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have all the wands surrounding him like he's caged. No, this is the strength of the warrior. And you are that warrior. You have very good strength. Anything you choose to do in life, you will succeed in. You're on a journey. I get the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. You are on your Fool's journey, and you're not on the first step. You've already taken that leap of faith. You're not a fool. You're working through your journey of life, and you're doing a wonderful job. And they're very, very proud of you.
Yeah. So Linda,
they're just happy. They're
okay. Sorry. So Kathy, I want to make sure you take note of the chat because several more questions came in. I want you to make sure you get those starred while I go read my part for Linda. So Linda, I think what they're communicating with me is don't stretch yourself out too thin, okay? Because you can have the nice things in life, but again, like I said, you need to take that time for yourself, those small moments to live life, because you can do all the good, you can do all the working, but if you don't take those moments for yourself to smell the flowers, to enjoy that interaction, that company with somebody, even on a picnic, because they showed me picnic too, in a park. They moved from a bench to a picnic, just like your dad is like rubbing your mother's, putting it behind her ear and just like talking to her. It's like very romantic. So this is telling me they're wanting you to embrace life, live life for each moment, make those memories, because what you're finding is life. The overall theme of this deck, my spread, is the Six of Pentacles. Give and take, finding that balance. You could be that CEO, you could be that person in charge, like right here, right? Crossing your legs, being standoff, just making quick decisions. But remember, to effectively be in that moment, you have to be able to communicate, and you're going to have to be able to listen to live in that moment. Balance, give and take. And that falls into the center of my deck. The Two of Pentacles, finding that balance between work and play, health and work. Okay? You need to be grounded for that. Currently, right now, we are working in tandem within our profession. We are working hard in that, doing our due diligence, but there's nobody there. I encourage you to take somebody under your wing, to teach, to be what do you call those? Like a mentor to somebody. Teach them the craft, show them what you know, and not only promoting yourself, but also supporting somebody else. Help somebody else attain their goals and dreams too, that may share the same dreams as you. And as I said too, like being in Central, like Kathy was saying, being in Central Park, the bench. Well, it turned up in one of my cards. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Take time for yourself and family, your loved ones, right? They're there on the bench for you, right here. There's your tree of life. Living in that moment with the Ten of Pentacles, with your family, that balance. Now, I'm saying don't stretch yourself out too thin. And why do I say that? Is because I have the Hanged Man, right? You're not giving yourself enough grace or enough credit. It's all work but no play. And what ends up happening is you restrict yourself. Like here he is. He's restricting himself on that rope on the tree, right? That's not graceful. You need to free fall into whatever adventure you're going to allow yourself to free fall into, and take it like Kathy said with the Fool. Embrace it. And then last but not least, I think this is a message from your mother. Be the Empress, right? Take the time to let the sun shine on your face. See the beauty that is around you and fall in love with that. And you don't need to do that alone either. Let that sun shine upon your face. Look into the light. Look into the future, what it has for you, because you might see a stairway in a garden leading you to your path. That is what I have for you, Linda. Many blessings and have a great day. Did you get caught up, Kathleen?
Yes. And
that was a powerful message. I like that message. That's
yes,
beautiful.
it was. Dan, I see that Sharon did type in here. Sharon's lost her connection to. Sharon lives off the grid and uses satellite, so she may be having a little bit of Mercury retrograde affecting her. We're both Pisces. It really hits us hard. I've actually had pretty good luck with my computer. I'm switching between programs, but she'll be back with us. Also, she may have needed to grab a little snack because we're both diabetics, and this is the time of day where we need to, if our blood sugars go too far, it drains our energy levels out, especially if we've been reading a lot or doing private. So sometimes we just need to reground and charge, just to let people know. But she will be with us shortly.
Well, good, because I need my strawberry. I need me my shortcakes.
And you may see me snacking because I ate most of my lunch, but I still got.
I noticed, Kathleen. I don't know if you get this way too, but after I do like a lot of readings, I find myself really hungry.
It's good blood sugars drop.
Oh.
I'm on an insulin pump, and sometimes you'll hear it go off. But
so you're saying with doing heavy readings, your blood sugar level drops?
It can affect your blood sugar levels or your energy levels. Actually, when I'm doing a lot of channeling, my blood sugars will drop. I mean, I could eat a big meal, skip the insulin, and end up with 40 blood sugars just from channeling. So yeah, I have to really watch.
Gotta be very careful, huh?
In here, that's why I wanted to stop and eat a meal. I'm eating fries, which I normally don't eat because potatoes are really, might as well just be scooping sugar in my mouth.
And they're starchy too, so they'll retain water, so that's not good.
Well, starch turns into sugar really fast, and I'm very sensitive to potatoes as a starch source. Hold on, let me shut my door. My husband's got something in the dryer that's making noise.
Tell him I said hi from one crab to another.
He said, "Bye, Dean." My husband is whatever. He's in a good mood today. We actually got in the kitchen and made lunch together.
Ooh, you got to spend some time with him, huh?
Yeah, that was probably a good thing. But my crab is in a very good mood today. Thank God.
Knock on wood, because that changes with the tides.
Connie, yeah. You're getting trolled by somebody at work. What a bitch. I don't know why people like to do that. Don't let it get you. It's the one that's stirring the pot all the time. You know who it is.
I feel like tickles all over. So I feel like my guides are telling me is like, you already have the answer, you know.
She just wanted confirmation. I can tell you that.
It's somebody who doesn't have your best interests at heart. Somebody, I feel like it's
somebody that
jealousy.
She's been dealing with. Yeah, it's a jealous person. She's been dealing with the same person 2 years now, I think it is.
My thing is talk to your supervisor, work through that route, work through HR, and have it documented on HR, because the worst thing you could have is she beats you there and say you're harassing her or him, whoever that is. You need to be the one to be proactive and start that process. So if anything should happen, there's already documentation. Documentation. As a supervisor, I used to, it's like, if you can't hold people accountable if there's no documentation. So document it.
You know what, Connie? You could also change your username to something like Charlie Brown. C. Brown, and put Charlie Brown's picture up. I think that'd be cute. Or Snoopy. We would know who you are because we love you, Connie. No, I would make sure you use one of those crazy, can't remember it because it's not a real word, passwords on everything too. That alphanumeric #, blah, blah, blah type thing. Or break the words up by putting characters in between them so that you're not easily hacked. That'll help you a lot too, so that she's not tapping into your email accounts, your Facebook accounts, and things like that.
Yeah.
If you do see her online, you can block her without actually being friends with her. You could put a block on her, like through your Facebook. There's ways to do that, to block people that way. And if you
I'm
want,
asking your guides to help with that as well on your end, to have her work with your guides for you to block or repel her negative energy back to the universe or back towards her.
That mirror block.
Yeah.
Where when she tries to look at you, all she sees is her own reflection.
Her true authentic self, the ugliness that he or she projects. Yeah. But what I do have for you in cards wise, I don't know if this is some weird setup, but anyway, I have for you is the Page of Pentacles. As I told you, as I was saying, you need to check with HR, okay? And I feel with this Page of Pentacles is saying you need to be proactive and communicate your concerns with people of the leadership at work, okay? And it can also be for health, for you to have your peace of mind, okay? I also have the Knight of Wands. You need to be proactive and steer that course, take control of that situation, and don't allow that bully, that negative energy to be around you. I also feel like you need to, again, I have the Queen of Wands. The Queens want to talk today for some reason. I have the Queen of Wands, as well as on the bottom of my deck is the Queen of Swords. This is the nasty one that says the F you, which I learned from another reader, which I'm going to take. She's the sassy one that says, I'm going to take charge of the situation to whoever naysayers. And if you're going to stand in my way, you're going to rue that day. You stand in my way.
Wands.
And I have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of my deck. So that's telling me you need to live within your truth and communicate up. You also you're being burdened by this situation because I do have the Five of Cups here, but get out of this funk and be proactive is what I'm saying. Because ultimately I see you having the Strength card. Spirit's with you and providing you, and your guides are with you to put that shield around you. So just live within that truth, that strength, and communicate up and address that issue.
How are you doing, Sharon? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm quite a bit better. I'm not sure how the reading's going to go.
Did you get a snack? Because you look like your blood sugars are a little low.
It was, yeah, but it wasn't just that.
I was feeling your blood sugars. I was telling people, Sharon may need a snack if she's been reading or anything.
That was part of it.
It can plummet us. You know how I am with you, so yeah.
And my back is really bugging me the last 2 days. So I had to let the ibuprofen kick in. And also I was hit with I was hit by some very, very intense negative energy last night when we were reading. In fact, if you look at the video, it was near the end and I got physically ill. So some of that is still hanging on. I've gotten rid of most of it.
I watched your show last time.
Yeah, it was near the end. It was.
I'll go back. She got
no, it was talking. It was a it was a question about this new planet that they found. And I guess I tapped into the Earth's energy, and she was very ill.
Wow.
Something hit me.
See what I pick up from it.
So we'll see how I do. If I can't read, well, I'll help you with the questions.
Yeah, you're back in the same place. Oh yeah, I feel it. Never mind. I will do some light work on you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
And also we send our blessing to Ellen Quinlan's in the
Thank you, Dean.
The room also. And her mom has been very ill. And everybody just send her some loving energy towards her and strength. She suffers from dementia, and she's in her.
Wow, you heard that, Sharon? My mic was off. And when I said I sent you some healing energy, you said, thank you, Dean.
You're connected.
Well, I saw your hands. I knew what you were doing.
Oh, I was on mute. I was like, oh, then I realized, oh, wow, okay. She could hear me. You're magical.
No, I saw your hand.
He's working on
I was going to say, well, I could have really made it mystical, but no, I just saw your hands. I have to be honest. You know me. I say it straight up, even if it gets me in trouble.
Your ego grounded there, Dean.
She's magical and she's delicious.
You said I'm magical and delicious? Did you say that?
Yes.
Ooh, maybe I will switch teams for you.
I don't think she would last in it.
Do what?
I said I wouldn't trust if she switched team for you. I wouldn't trust it.
Well, if I could have a little piece, if I could have a piece on the side, maybe.
Just a sliver. There you go. Just a small sliver, a taste.
What do they call that? Friends with benefits?
Yes, friends with benefits.
Okay.
Yeah, actually. Go ahead. I won't say what I was going to say.
Oh, we need to be nice. This is Sunday. We're nice on Sundays. Remember?
Oh, nice, mice.
And you know,
Earth Mom is saying Lucky Charms, magically
I got a
delicious.
bridge in Brooklyn to sell you.
Ooh.
Connie,
Lucky Charms. Well, I am Irish.
Ooh.
Connie, we know who we're dealing with. Is that ego stealing deep in the night? She is. But you've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and all she is to you is a burden. Do what you can to block her. I think Dean has a great idea. You may want to mention it to HR that you think this person is trolling you outside of the workplace. And you're feeling like she's causing a hostile work environment, because she is. We know she's bad-mouthed you behind the scenes and stuff like that. It's getting old really fast. You have options. You know what she's up to. There are things you can do to protect your software programs, your private emails, your internet programs, how you're seen on Facebook and stuff like that. Also, if you will share the name privately to us as readers, if we see that person in the chat, we will be happy to block her out of our rooms. I know I will. Only because I'm not going to allow people to come in and start conflict within my rooms. We don't invite negative energy in. So if anybody ever gets trolled by somebody else in the room, let the person running the room know that you're having a conflict with that person, or they're causing you grief. And you can block them from seeing, you can personally block them. If you have a wrench, you can block them. But let the whoever's running the channel know too that you're blocking that person and why, so that we can report them. Because harassment is not tolerated in this platform, and nor do we want that kind of energy floating in our areas, because we want to work in the positive and the light.
I think it's more than that too, Kathy.
This woman is
doing it for a reason. They also need the healing energy too to help them mature, let's just say, and find the help that they need, because it takes a hurt person, a hurt soul, to be able to cast negativity off like that.
Mm-hmm. And to act like that. They really do need help. And you have dealt with this person far too long. But I know you put your stuff out there. You'll change jobs. And you won't have to
Sheila.
put up with this. Hello, Sheila. And hi, Anna Banana. Who's doing this? Okay. I'm sorry, I was skimming the chat. And look, I'm remembering to take it down. For some reason, all of us readers on every channel will pull Connie's questions up and then we'll leave it up forever. And we'll move on to the next question, and there Connie will stand on display. It's because we love her. She puts out good energy. And Patty G is our next question. She wants to know what changes are coming at work in the next few months.
I feel like you're being noticed.
Yeah, and there's good changes coming. I have kept hearing good changes. But
I wouldn't be surprised if you get a promotion or you get more or an increase in pay or more responsibilities, because they're I feel like they want to challenge you to see if you can take on that challenge before they make their final decision. I want to see what the cards have to say. Patty G.
Mary, you've got the leadership skills. I think you've already taken on a lot. Woohoo! The underlying card of this reading is the Page of Pentacles. It's a message of money. And the rest of my cards. First of all, you're walking away from your old position. There's changes coming your way. This does not mean you're leaving your job. I think you're getting promoted.
Oh, so I was feeling
you're out there like looking for another job, though, and it will lead you to more money. So if you are in the market and that's the direction you're going, walking away from the old, I've got money floating through my cards here. First of all, what you work for, as you reap, you will sow. I get the Seven of Pentacles. And then in the center of the reading, you are the Queen of Pentacles. You're moving into a new partnership, work agreement, contract, position with this Two of Cups. And I love this. You've got the moon and the stars shining on you over this Two of Cups. You've got the rainbow. This is a faded symbolism in the cup. And of course, our fish, abundance. Which also is abundance means money. And the final card of the reading, and I love this card, and I love the way that the card is depicted. I get the Ace of Pentacles, which is the steed, how do you say it? The deer with all the great antlers. Anyways, yes, the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, things are going your way. You're moving forward. You're going to see financial gains. You start out with a page and you end up with the best card in the deck. And it comes to finances, that Ace of Pentacles. So, yes, underline that. Happy family, celebration, Queen of Cups. All looking good. The rest of the story.
Is Patty here? I don't see her responding at all.
If she's not, I know she will catch it on the replay.
Mm-hmm. Because I got my cards here. I would like to ask some questions.
She's still in the chat room because her name is still coming up. So she must have stepped away for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Paging Patty G. Patty G, come in, Patty G.
Yes.
Are you there? You are being paged. Come forth, please.
Yeah,
You just stepped away long enough to go to the restroom.
Yeah, maybe. So I wasn't really listening. I was tuning in. I wasn't really listening to what you guys were saying. So were you picking up that she would be either promoted or might be leaving
or coming into a new job? Because that's what I was feeling for her.
Okay.
Yeah, promoted or coming into a new job. But it's bringing her a bunch of pentacles.
That's what I'm getting here. Okay, that's in fact I even got $sign here.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is what story. So I see is the energy of the reading is the 2 hearts. So she's going to make some sort of deal with somebody, you know, like a new job. She definitely wants to leave. Here is my car. She's in the car. She's leaving. I think she wants some sort of position where it makes her feel more comfortable, like she's at home. Because right now she's just tired of the poop.
Yes.
She's tired of the poop.
She's pooped.
And yeah, she wants new keys. She wants a new job. Something that's more in line with her skills and her beliefs, because right now her current job is a real burden. It's she's not happy. I'd be surprised if she came back and said that she was happy. And I see $signs because I see a new beginning. Rest in peace, death, the death card. But look, there's a little sprout there. Yeah, there's a little sprout there. It's meaning a new beginning. So I see that she will be packing her bags and going. She's a little worried. She's got sweat on her brow here. She's a little worried whether she's going to be able to handle this new job. You know, like we're all, you know, that nasty voice in our head saying, "Oh, am I up to it? Am I really? Can I really do this job?" Well, just push those thoughts out of your head, Patty, because you're the star. You're the star, and keep telling yourself, just like Dean keeps saying, "I'm the pretty man, and I'm the one." You got to have the confidence like Deanster here. He says he's gorgeous. You need to talk yourself into, "I'm the star. I can handle this job and more." And take the chance. There's the Fool, which means, you know, take that chance. Trust in the universe. Trust in the universe. And also, what's the other word I wanted to say about that? Yeah, you're on a new journey, sure. So keep us updated, because I would really like to know what this is about. I also, yeah, people are noticing you. At the beginning when I was tuning in, I don't know if you work in an office or what, but I saw an office with cubicles. You're working away, and somebody comes to the, you know, the partition hangs over, and you know, and they're talking.
Whispers in your ear. We're creating a new position for you.
We're noticed. Yeah, so it could be that, maybe it's the same company, but that it could be in a different department or promotion. I don't know, but it could even be a completely new job. But
what do you mean over a department?
It also could be. Excuse me, Kathy. It could be also that person hanging over the cubicle there. It also could be spirit saying, "Hey, there's better things for you." So that's what I have.
So what I was picking up intuitively in the very beginning when I was connecting to your energy, Patty, I was definitely feeling that there's possibly a promotion or giving you some responsibilities to see how well you handle it, to either give you more money for your skill set or to give you a promotion with a new position. So I'm sticking by that. I do have cards here. The first card I had pulled, it was the King of Swords. Living in your truth, holding people accountable, and running a business, running what or being in charge, being a leader. That's what I'm seeing. And it's definitely something in the office in the workforce because he's sitting in his library. Okay. So whatever you're doing now, I feel like I feel like you're overworked from what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Swords. Just know that this is an ending. So whether you're being promoted, given, or being finally recognized, this could pull the daggers out of your back finally. Or this could be like, I'm done with it, I'm over it, and I'm looking for whatever new opportunity presents itself. Just know that these swords in your back, it's not necessarily betrayal. This could be the less. I see this as like a 10 of wands, almost learning what you've learned and taking it with you to excel, right? So also, I have the Magician, my dear. I have it on the bottom of my deck that's telling me that you're manifesting new things. That there's good things to come. Just you have to believe in yourself, like Sharon was saying. Seeing is believing. You have to believe it yourself. Sometimes I say you have to fake it till you make it. You have to believe the goodness of yourself to put that positive energy out there. Because if you think the worst of yourself, then you're just going to be getting nickels on the dime. So you do have a lot of strength and courage about you. And I still think that you are a force to be reckoned with, along with the flying everywhere with that King of Swords. But you also, I have the Ace of Wands here. This is telling me there's some new employment opportunities, new business deals. You are living in your true light right now with the sun. Stay in that light because that's what makes you happy. And I also have the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, now is the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Take some time for yourself and enjoy the finer things. That could be with friends, going on a dates as friends, hanging out, spending time with family, something that brings you joy, that balances off your other obstacles in your life or things you have, one of the many balls you have juggling in the air with work, health, your finances, and play. That's what you need to be focusing on, addressing other balls that are floating in the air. Just happened to my card. It flew away.
For entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Sharon. I don't know. I feel good about it, Patty. And she never did come back and respond, so I know she will pick this up on the replay. And welcome to the room, Mary Lloyd. Thank you for joining us. If you do have a question, go ahead and post it, and I will put it on the list. The list is still open right now. Deanne. Oh, Deanne. I was sitting here while Jean was finishing up meditating on your question. She wants to know, will my son get a job soon, please? Well, we all will send a prayer to your son to help him locate a job. Or does he need to go ahead and apply for Social Security disability? Both. He needs to go ahead and get an application for Social Security disability. If he is eligible, he will be granted it. He can work part-time while he's receiving. Check the disability rules and all that, but he should be able to work part-time and still draw a benefit if he has the right qualifying, there's rules to it, but you can draw from both.
You need to make sure that his doctor has all the proper paperwork filed or that you can file within the state to be able to get that. So make sure everything is, do your research.
Yes. And one of the things I did is when I applied for disability because I have multiple sclerosis, and I went out when I was in a very heavy rapid responding period, and I had 5 active lesions at the time. I was having problems with my balance, my mobility, what we call cog fog. It was impacting my memory and my ability to write. I'm a paralegal. I could not think straight, and I could hardly walk down the hallway without holding on to things because I was literally falling over when I went out, and that lasted about 5 years before it finally balanced out after I retired. But one of the things my mom helped me do was when I went too far for my disability, I looked up my medical disease and all the underlying problems that I met the criteria under that disease. And I made sure on my application process, I addressed specifically, these are problems I'm having in this area: memory, loss of language skills, loss of the ability to draw information from my brain. I tied it all in and also made sure it was backed up by my doctor and in my medical records. I had conversations with my doctor so that it was documented in my medical records in support. They look at medical records. You can provide a copy of the medical records when you submit the application as part of the application process. It helps. Everything helps. By doing that, made it through the medical. Basically, I flunked the Good Health medical exam because I was having so many medical issues at the time. And I made it through the whole application process in 3 weeks. As a paralegal, I've worked with people in that. I've never seen one go through like that before. It was weird, but yeah.
So I'm wondering. She says that her son has learning disabilities since the 3rd grade. Is that the only disability? Because just thinking from my head. Yeah, it depends. It depends what it is. Learning disabilities is a very vague term, as Dean knows.
Yeah. Does he have extreme ADHD where he loses control, to the extreme? Yeah. Or, what's causing the disability?
Or does he have a form of autism that's not preventing him to focus on certain things and over focus on other things? Like what specifically?
Yeah. He would have to have a diagnosis, right, Dean?
Yeah.
He would have to have a diagnosis. Yeah.
Well, so that goes with this, that disability too. So as long as he has an active diagnosis and his doctor will sign off and validate it, and you could take all that documentation pending it for approval for the Social Security disability. Yes. But every state works differently, so you're going to have to do that research.
Well, Social Security disability is not state; it's federal.
Okay.
It falls under the federal regulations, and that's why I say also pull the requirements. You can find them online through Social Security Administration about qualifying disabilities and different types of things, and it gets very specific under what they look for under certain types of disability. It takes a little digging, but I found it. You can find it. You're very bright. And make sure when you fill out your paperwork, just like a job application, when you're filling out a job application, you read the criteria to meet the criteria that they're looking for, and you integrate your skills into how you address it. You can do the same thing with your Social Security application, and also make sure that your doctor is supporting and documenting. So if you don't, review your medical records, your son's medical records with the doctor. And if there's something missing, discuss it and ask him to document it, because you're going to be applying, and you need the medical records to support the application. They know how to play the game.
He might be eligible for a job coach to help him through those difficulties.
And they will, Social Security will actually, if he has skills and he's just needing training and things like that, they will open training and job opportunities up when he's in a Social Security disability to help get him employed. And you can work part-time and still draw disability. And he may not ever be able to hold a full-time job down, depending on what his disabilities are and how they affect his ability to work. But he may be able to hold a part-time job down. So yeah, definitely.
I did pull some cards on this. I don't know. Did you pull cards on that too?
Yeah, I did.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I see.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No, sorry. Go ahead. I saw something, and I will talk to it after you're finished.
Okay, so I do see him. He did come up, but he came up as the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands. So he definitely has. He might have a little bit of a temper, like a spark, a zest, I would say. But I almost feel like you almost kind of have to be proactive and be supportive and kind of being that parent and kind of pushing him towards independence, and don't let him rely on his I call it woe is me syndrome. When I was a therapist, when you just don't want to do anything about it. Yeah, using it as a crutch.
Huge.
So I do think that there was possibly some issues that prevented him in the past, and he's possibly focusing on the worst things instead of focusing on what things can be. I do have the Ten of Pentacles along with the Ten of Cups. So I'm thinking this is going to be something that as a family, you're going to have to come together and everybody's going to be on board on how to proceed with this and work with him, motivate him, encourage him to get to where he needs to be. I definitely see that there may be some roadblocks. I don't know if that's or wrenches thrown out, that hurdles that need to be addressed as you come to them. But again, there's also the 10 of Swords there. So I don't know if that's a blockage or a burden that he needs to work through, or you need to work with as a family to get through, or this is just the circumstance that's going on right now from the outside in. I do feel that, again, he's not. I had the Hangman, and this interpretation of this version of the Hangman believes that I feel like it's isolation and not believing in yourself, just letting life pass you by because things have been handed to you, or you're not taking any form of accountability. This type of person needs to be proactive and not just let time pass you by. I also see that once he has that clear objective and once everybody's on the same page, from professionals to family members, I do believe that he will be successful with the Nine of Cups. All of the opportunities are floating up in the air that he could pick and choose from. That is what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's resonating or making any sense, but that is the energy that I'm getting right now. Are you ready to go?
Yes. When I tuned in, Deanne, I saw them handing back the application with a big red circle around some things. And so, yeah, they're going to throw some roadblocks his way in applying for that. But I think there are things that can be dealt with. It's just going to take a lot of work. Especially going to have to work with your doctor. I see from your comments that you said on top of his learning disability, which, he has reading difficulties, he had an IEP. Yeah, a lot of kids have IEPs, but that's not enough. She says later in life he tried meth, and I swear it causes brain damage. Well, you could get that checked out. You're going to have to go the medical route. She said, I got him into treatment and he's been clean. Well, that's great. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with Dean that he's got to take charge too. He can't just be waiting for people to hand him things and, kind of saying, relying on his disability. I see that, the Hierophant here. Yeah, he's going to have to go through a lot of hoops with this, a lot of red tape of trying to get this. And he's got some habits too that he needs to let go of, some limiting beliefs about himself. Yes, he has disabilities, but you know what? I know a lot of I know a lot of people that have made a success of themselves despite their disabilities. They have, found their strengths and believed in themselves and have done well. So, yeah, he needs to face the truth that he's in charge of his own destiny. That's a big part of it. But I'm not discounting going for the social security disability. It's just that he's going to have to jump through a lot of hoops, and you're going to have documentation and medical, what's the word? Anyways, medical documentation as well. The Queen of Cups, I see this in reverse. Yeah, he's not emotionally mature. And he is very, very emotional, and poor as me. He feels that the world has taken a lot away from him, but he also doesn't. Here's the Four of Cups. He doesn't see when things are handed to, when there's help from spirit or help from somebody else. He doesn't take it, or he doesn't see it. So the Ace of Wands, he needs to take charge. He needs to take charge. And he has to know that he is strong, and that he has to find and talk his truth. I see that I remember this now. You're talking about the family uses him as a scapegoat. And I keep telling everyone to stop blaming him. Well, yeah, but he needs to stand up. He needs to stand up himself. They obviously are seeing a weakness in him, and they're going for it. Well, he's got to show them that he's worthwhile. On the rest of the cards here, just Page of Wands. He needs to stand up. He needs to give everybody around him his message, and you're not bullying me. And he needs to get in there. The Knight of Swords. Usually the Knight of Swords, I say, is he can be quite impulsive, but he needs to grab. He needs to grab life, and he needs to live it himself. Queen of Pentacles. He's had the Queen of Pentacles all around him. You, Deanne, have taken care of him. You make sure he has his needs. I think he's still in your house right now, if I'm recalling correctly. But he needs to take care of himself. He needs to be his own Queen of Pentacles, not just you. And once he does that, once he starts taking charge of his life and standing up and saying his message and taking responsibility, then I see things changing for him. Then there'll be changes, and not only till then. I'm sorry to give you the tough love message here, but that's what I'm seeing. Oh, yeah, I remember having this conversation with you. So Deanne says, I'd pick him out, but I can't do it in cold. I tell him many men have failed 1,000 times, like Edison. He scares me when he gets emotional. I'm scared of him. Yeah, well, yeah, that Queen of Cups clearly to me said to me that to be read upside down, he's not emotionally mature, and he blames the world for his problems. But there are tons of people with learning disabilities who've done really, really well. People in Hollywood. Yeah.
Kathleen. Yes. I'm severely dyslexic.
Anyways.
I did put in the chat that it just came to me. There might be support groups out there for him to benefit, like group therapy, other young individuals like-minded that can benefit of being in a support group, letting him see he's not the only one, and having a therapist as well as a co-therapist to work as balancing out that energy, to be able to have that group conversation, having those set goals. That might be a way for him to gain some independence away from the family network, and building those connections with a peer group level, so that he can have, hey, I'm having a down moment right now. Can we talk? That's another support system that might be there for him. So that's another thing you might want to look into. He may say, no, but, approach it as in a positive way, as a way for him to to see it and try it before he just dismisses it. I have a feeling he's the type of person that you need to say, oh, no, you're going to try your peas and carrots before you say you're going to hate it.
Yeah.
Try it a couple times.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now she says he overdosed on me once. I'm scared of him dying on me. Yeah, well, that's part of what I saw with when I saw the devils, that he's got addictions. He may be clean, but
that, I heard
people. Excuse me. I'm still talking.
Help.
I'm still talking. Sorry. So when I saw the addiction, the devil, the addictions card, he may be clean, but he has habits and beliefs and about himself that caused him to have those addictions. So he's got to look at that, and that's why he definitely needs some therapy of some kind. Okay, sorry, Kathleen.
Yeah, I was saying when you said that, Sharon, I said that attempt, that overdose, was a cry for help. It wasn't wasn't that he wanted to kill himself. He's screaming for help. He doesn't know how to help himself. The sad part about this, and many of us that have learning disabilities and struggle, and Sharon is a special ed teacher, so I'm sure she can attest to this. Most of us that have learning disabilities, ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, all these fall under. It makes it our brains work differently. It makes it very difficult for us to learn to read, to learn to function. We think so differently. We're some of the brightest people on the face of the earth, too. And when you get labeled as a child, disabled, learning disabled, ADD, sometimes kids will take that label and they'll put it on their forehead like a big badge and say, I can't. I'm disabled. I can't. They quit. And we know far well that no, you learn differently, you function differently, and you can learn to function and be extremely successful. I didn't learn to truly read until I was about 21 when I had my first child. I mean, I could read. I graduated 3 years of high school, but I mean, to cover the material to make it through college, to read at a level that I could keep up, I had to learn to master reading. I can't get enough now. I can't spell worth a damn, as Sharon will contest to Kathy Catney's.
We all know. We all know that, Kathleen.
Kathy can't spell. I got fat fingers.
Kathleenese.
Kathleenese.
We all know that.
Yeah. And it's funny because I can come up with some of the funniest things. But I do see you working in a partnership. This partnership with this Two of Cups with this rainbow on it. It's you. It's him. It's his doctors. It's getting him into the right programs to get job training, help. I do think he is going to get both disability and work. I think he's going to need both to be successful. But the one thing you need to stop doing is allowing him to use that disability label on his forehead for an excuse to not have to. Okay. It's called enabling. You're trying to be supportive, but you're also enabling him in the process every time he uses that label. So it is going to take a team to get him redirected and get his thought processes working forward. I do see money coming towards him with this Page of Pentacles and also the Stare, again, of Pentacles. I think this is combined, though. I think it's him as the child growing up and taking responsibility for some of that. I also see this as governmental money working. He's going to get some from both parts. Tell you the truth, this Page of Pentacles is going to be proud of every dime he earns himself. The free money is not so free. It comes with little attachments and some headaches. But he has an internal battle with this Five of Wands. You're right. He does need the counseling. She said she was having problems seeing my cards too. This Five of Wands, anyways, he is going to struggle and fight you a little bit on it, but he will get the help he needs, both in job training and disability, and he will be successful. because my final card for him is the Knight of Cups, which is, he's a slow-moving knight, but that cup holds abundance, and he will move and succeed. But he's going to have to be willing to do the work, accept the support from everybody, so that he can achieve this. He'll be so proud of what he learns to earn and taking that label off his forehead. And he may be able to get to the point where he can work full time and he doesn't need the disability anymore. And he'll be very proud of every cent he earns and how he can spend that money, earning it on his own. So I think I think he will do good. It's going to take some time and, yes, a hell of a lot of support. But I think as a family, you can help him that way. My underlying card is that delusion, that Seven of Cups. It's emotional. You got a little bit of every bauble going on in there. But you're there for the emotional support and not letting him live in that delusion. So, the best of luck to you and your son. I do see him succeeding. It's going to take a little while. He's going to be a little headstrong. And no, drugs are not the answer. Actually, the worst thing he could do.
Well, she says he's clean now, which is good.
Yeah.
I also want to finish the vision that I saw. So I saw the application to Social Security disability, and there was red circles where you have to supply documentation and that sort of stuff. I mean, they are going to play the game, but at the same time, you guys have to put down valid information, not just learning disability. That has to be fleshed out. But the other thing was, I saw this hand handing him money. So I think eventually, after all this hard work and he changes his attitude, that he's going to find his strength and he's going to try the best he can. He's going to find his voice and who he is. Then I see the money being handed to him. I think he will get that disability, but I also see him at a part-time job. I also see him at a part-time job. And I don't say, excuse me, I don't say this much. Well, you probably already figured it out, but I was actually diagnosed as ADD in my 50s. I had a school psychologist come in to observe a student. And I had them in the computer lab, and I had a multi-age level class. It was grade 4 to 8. So that's 5 grades at a small school. And so they were at computers because they were doing work that they could do independently, while I was working with a group on their reading skills. And so she was sitting at my table with the students. She was just observing the class, right? And so I'd be popping up and keeping kids on task on the computers. And then I go back to my lesson, this kind of stuff. So anyways, later in the staff room, she says to me, "You're ADD." And I felt like, oh no, someone knows my secret. But she says, "I see you've made it work for you, because I have to juggle all these balls in the air." Well, I'm trying to give individual. Yeah. So it works for me. However, I drive my family crazy.
Me too.
And so I feel I'm a success story. I have had a wonderful career. I know I've made differences in kids' lives.
In fact, before she ever told me what she did for a living, when Sharon and I met, I went, "You're a special ed teacher, aren't you?" She goes, "How did you know that?" I said, "Well, one, you told me I was dyslexic before I ever shared that with you. So that's special ed teacher right there. And it's just the energy." I said, "I would have loved to have had you as a teacher because I had some duds."
Well, yeah, I believed in those kids. I believed in them.
And the truth of the matter is, the special ed teacher has all the geniuses in her class.
Yeah, you just have to unlock it.
Function differently. He needs to quit thinking, "I'm disabled." He's brilliant. I'm sorry, but he's very bright. Unless he's been tested as being under 70 IQ, chances are his IQ's over 150. High probability of it.
Well, I wouldn't say all of them, but yeah, I've had some
Not all
really
of them.
smart
Yeah, there's
kids
some that are slow.
No, I've had a few.
Yeah.
Not as many as I think you're thinking. But I've had a few that definitely are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is I love those kids. I taught to their strengths. I also try to prop up and improve where they were weak. But my big thing was getting them building their confidence, and praising them when they did well, that sort of thing. I just love doing it. And when those kids or any of the kids talk to me, they come up and talk to me, I would look at them and I was engaging with them. And I was blown, maybe Dean, you've experienced this, but I was blown away by the love, the incredible love in those eyes. It just blew me away. And it's because they knew that I was seeing into them, into the real them, their heart, their spiritual self, that who they really are. And they mirrored that back to me. And I tell you, it brought me to tears many occasions.
Well, you saw the potential in them rather than the failure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You weren't the teacher that wrote, if he just paid attention, he could succeed. That never went out on your report cards,
Well, I don't know if my friend Laura, she's on the name Aura. I think she is watching, and she was my educational assistant. And I remember this new kid came to our class, grade 2, 3. He was in grade 2, and he couldn't stay still. He kept blurting, and his feet were tapping, his hands were tapping. He just couldn't keep still. And so we looked at him. We didn't get mad at him. We just knew he had some difficulties. And so what did we do? We went and got him a special cushion where it had little plastic knobbies on it, so that it gives him that tactile thing, and he can move around on the cushion and stuff like that. But I didn't get mad at him. I did say to him, okay, I see that you're tapping your hands on the table and you're tapping your feet. I'm going to just tell you when you're doing it. Would that be okay? Okay. I mean, he's used to being yelled at. So I'd gently go up. I'd be teaching. He'd be right in front of me. I'd go up and I'd just put my hand on the table. Okay, you're doing it again. Oh, okay. Anyways, through not
negative discipline,
punishing. Yeah, through not punishing him, but just gently telling what he was doing, he decreased it a lot. And he relaxed as well, like, oh, you get me. So anyways, I don't want to go on about that, but it's just to say that, yeah, I have a disability. I drive my family crazy. But I became a very successful teacher, and I'm still working on my stuff. Like, I know I interrupt, and I used to be a lot worse. And I try not to when I'm talking to people.
My mother used to write my teacher a note: do not set Kathleen by the window. If a butterfly flies by, she's sitting on the butterfly's back, flying out to the playground with the butterfly. Literally. Even as an adult, I could not set where all the traffic moved through constantly because it was so distracting, or by a window where something was going on outside because it was so distracting. I was like, put me in the dark corner in the back away from everybody else, and I will produce 10 times the work everybody else does. But yeah, I think you've got a good kid. Oh, and the fidgety stuff, those spinner toys that they have that kids play with, those were designed just for the kid that had that nervous tics, that's constantly clicking their fingers or swinging their foot. Those were developed to help slow that down. And they work.
Okay. Okay, we've gone on quite a tangent here, so let's bring it back. Yes. I'm guilty of that. Sorry, but let's get to the next question.
This. You will get through this, and so will he.
But he has to be a participant in his getting well.
don't make excuses for him. You have to keep his direction positive and cooperative.
Okay, thank you so much for bringing that question to us,
Yes.
Deanne. We love you, and we know you got a hard row to hoe.
So I feel like we've answered some similar questions to this, Helen, before, because I think Sharon said something about you owning like a florist shop or something, or doing something with flowers.
Oh no, that was somebody else. That was somebody else.
I thought that was somebody
else. Helen is.
I keep thinking I've had this question before from her.
She has
we have had questions
to open her own shop, and yeah, we have addressed this. Helen, I want to schedule that appointment we were talking about for Wednesday. Let's do it then in that private reading that we're doing, and we'll talk about it all then, if that's okay with you.
Well, I already did pull 3 cards on that.
If you want to read the 3 cards, that's great. And I've got her on my calendar coming up. I just hadn't had a chance to get back with her yet. We've been talking back and forth trying to get a date set up for a private reading, so we can touch base on that for in a full-blown reading also.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead, and if you want to go ahead and read your cards.
So great. I do have the Knight of Pentacles for you. So I wouldn't worry about employment, because you're gonna have a job wherever you need a job. Okay, so there should be no worries here with staying, or if you're going to have the job before you leave. Oh, what just happened to it?
I'm moving things around. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So whether you have the job before you leave, or you're basically, that's all gonna work itself out. Okay. There might be some tensions brewing, but with the five of wands within the work center, or where you're working now, but just know that you are planting seeds right now. With the 7 of Pentacles, you are giving birth to those new seeds that you're planting. Okay, so that will be able to provide you ripe fruit when the time is right. So you will have the job. You will more likely keep the job until you move, but you're going to be employed. So I think that's the main question, the main goal. You will be employed no matter what.
Okay. Are you done, Dean?
Yep.
Okay. I've got same thing, Dean. My cards completely back up what you're saying. Sun card. So that's yes. That's the most positive card in the tarot deck. And yes, until you move, you will have that job, or whatever employment you want. Yes, you will have that. And it will be until you decide to move. There's the decision card, the 2 of Swords. So yeah, it'll be there and until you make that decision to move. Of course, that's up to you. But yeah, pretty positive cards.
I still see everything working out for you, Lorraine.
Yeah.
But,
she's opening up like a shop with maybe
metaphysical shop, and she
oils.
is an astrologist.
And we've seen that being successful. I can't remember if it was an online shop. I can't remember if it was online shop or whether it was bricks and mortar. I have a feeling it might be online.
I think of course, she's going to do a little bit of both when she gets relocated.
Yeah, but, and of course she wants to she is going to locate by the seaside. I think we did say that, and I told her that she has to have an extra room for me.
It's very close to the sea. It's not like.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that, Dean? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
A cottage close to the sea.
Well, yeah, we've seen that she's going to have a cottage, close to the sea or next to the sea. And I've always told her, you need to have an extra bedroom for me. Or maybe just one. Oh, Helen and I have joked about this a lot.
Yes, it's a running joke.
Already drunk.
And I'm looking so forward to doing the reading with her and talking with her and connecting. So, anyways, I'm gonna flip you a message, Helene. I'll throw this there. I think I'm Pacific time and you're in the UK. I think we're 8 hours apart. If you'll tell me what time is good in your time zone, I'll work it on my time zone. I'm not. Once I set the appointment, it will convert it. I'm going to do it on Zoom, so it'll automatically convert it into your time zone on your end for you. And we'll get that set up. Right now, if you, we can figure out the time zone right now. I'm at 3 p.m. right now here in California. So if you look at your clock, you can see the time difference. That's our gap. And in fact, if this is a good time or a couple hours earlier from this time right now, puts me in the middle of my day. And I'm open on, I have one reading I'm doing on the 25th, but I'm open 26th, 27th, and 28th. So pick the day, the time in your time zone that works for you, and I'll get that set up.
So it looks like we're on Christine's message now, right?
Yes. Hold on, just
Oops, sorry.
me. I'm trying to remember to delete these off my list so I don't repeat them.
That needs to be deleted too. Yeah, there you go. So, Christine, is love coming towards you? You have to be open up to receive love. And I feel that's so cliche. But when I was shuffling, I had this feeling like, well, you have to be open up to it. You have to be open up to it. You have to be open up to it. And that's what I'm getting right here. I had the Four of Pentacles right here. Those doors to your heart are shut and locked. So I don't know what had happened when in regards to love for you or romance too before in the past. But I'm also seeing the Ten of Wands. You need to gain some perspective of what love means to you again. You have to shine the light on, like, relive like all the wounds to be able to comfortably say to yourself, this is what I've learned and this is what I don't want, and I want to be this. It's like you have to go through like a validation process. And what do I mean by that? I mean, you really have to balance yourself. You have to, from all perspectives, with the Two of Pentacles. And what you're going to find is you have to, that with this Queen of Swords, you have to, this is inward work, working inward. You have to work within yourself to see what you want, what you don't want, and to be able to effectively communicate to others saying, hi, I'm such and such, and this is who I am. This is what I'm all about. I'm looking for this, that, and the other. If you're not wanting to play along, then I don't have any time or day with you. Maybe having a better approach would be better so you don't scare anybody off. But that's what I'm feeling like. You have to be able to open up, to let love in, as well as communicate what you want or don't want. You're going to have to be proactive with this, because with the Knight of Wands, not the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, or else love is just going to pass you by and you're going to still stay locked up emotionally, okay? So love is out there for you. Like I said, you have to be able to embrace it. The last card on my deck is the Queen of Pentacles. And with this is you have all the riches. You can have all the riches you can have to financially stabilize yourself. Your health could be good, but if you're emotionally not ready to move on or go within to work, then you're not making any progress. My dear, that's what I got for you. I hope that resonates with you, and many blessings to you.
Well, Christine, first of all, with this Four of Swords, I see that you're in a resting period. You've come out of really a tough relationship, battle weary, but you survived it. And so you're resting and recuperating. And as we all readers say to everybody that's come out of relationships, you always have to deal with the baggage and release that before you can move forward. The next card I have is a Four of Cups. And believe it or not, you've had people walking in and out of your life, making passes at you, trying to ask you out, and you're pulling what my mom would call a Kathy over your head. You're not really shopping. Therefore, you're not even noticing when somebody is attracted to you. And so you're not putting out that responsive, oh, you're interesting, that, you're not giving that emotional feedback back that you're interested in. If they asked you out, you would accept, because you're still resting. When you're ready to manifest love, you need to look out there. What is it that you want in a partner, and manifest that. Make that list of, I want them to be stable. I want them to have a warm heart. I want them to be financially stable. Not that I don't want an alcoholic. I don't want, this. I don't want that. Spirit doesn't hear what you don't want. All they hear is those words and turn them to the positive. So if you say, don't want an alcoholic, wow, here comes the alcoholic. I don't want somebody that doesn't work. Oh, work? Yeah, he has a job. He works at McDonald's. Manifest truly what you want in a partner. See it. Be greedy with your list. That person will come into your life. Doesn't happen overnight either. In the center of the reading, I get the Two of Swords, or the Two of Wands. And there's that magical buck again, that white buck. The buck of luck. That rare buck that you hardly ever see. I wish my camera would quit focusing funny. Anyways, those opportunities and choices will present themselves, and you will know. You have Archangel Michael on your side fighting for you, and justice will come your way. You will get that partner you deserve, that just dessert. And my final card, treasure chest of pentacles with that Ten of Pentacles. When you meet that person, they will be financially stable and you will have a happy family. So I do see that working through, but allow time. Know what you want, manifest what you want, and they will come into your life. The underlying card in the deck of the reading for you is you. Strength. You do have the strength to get what you want. You just have to manifest it. So that's what I got. What about you, Sharon?
When Dean was saying the door is shut, he was talking about doors. He didn't say the word doors at first. He just said you haven't been open to love. And then he talked about doors. And just as he was saying that, I was looking over here and I saw a vision of her. I think I've explained before, I have this room where people come in the door and they show me. That's how they give me the messages. Anyways, I saw the door shut. It was a big black door and it was shut. And then I saw her very timidly going up to the door and cracking it open. So it's going to take her a bit. Oh, sorry. I just had a text I need to pay attention to.
Which makes sense.
Okay.
Why you got that Four of Swords in my first card.
I got Four of Swords as well. So anyways, the Four of Wands is the energy of the reading. Yeah, she needs to let loose. She needs to build a new fun. The Four of Wands is like the home. I know in political readings, it's the White House, that kind of thing. But here, the Four of Wands is you need to build a new house, your house, your spiritual house. And you need to open up more and have fun and take risks. So that's the energy of this reading. And the first card is the Knight of Wands. Like, there you go. And the Knight of Wands is passion. Like, let your passion out again. You gotta let go. You got to be open for business. And I don't mean that in a crude way. But people have to know that you are interested, that you're not a closed door anymore.
It's okay to be flirty.
It's okay to be flirty. I mean, here I am, Dean. I'm so flirty online, right? But
Not
and flirty,
you,
when I'm flirty at parties and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to a person I'm really interested in, do you think I can flirt with them?
Shuts down.
No, I shut down. So I need flirt lessons with the right, for that person I want to pursue. Anyways, it's not my reading, it's yours. Let's go on, Christine.
So now everybody knows when they're at a party with you.
So you need to,
they're safe.
Okay, Kathleen. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. If I'm flirting with you, you're safe. That's right. Okay. Now, so we've given you the message you need to open up because you've been not sorry, that text message. You've been not seeing what the universe has been offering you or what's out there. You've been looking the other way because you shut down. So there is love out there, believe me. But you need to open up and this is the Three of Wands, and be welcome, be willing for your ship to come in, be there, be present. And here is the High Priestess, and yes, manifest it. And also when I said be there, be present, I got that again. Be present, be present. Because right now, here's the Four of Swords, and Kathy got this card as well. The Four of Swords, you've been hibernating because you've been hurt really badly. And I understand that because I've been doing the same thing. Yeah, it's hard.
It takes time to heal.
It takes time to heal. I am healing really, really well. And you need to do that work on rebalancing yourself. This is the Temperance card. So you've got some work to do. Okay, on trusting again, on putting yourself out there. I'm not saying be frivolous about it or unsafe about it, but you need to be open to a person coming into your life. And here's the Ace of Wands, baby. Ooh, that's yes. So you're opening up. Okay, you will open up. And here's the Hierophant. Okay. And with this opening up, I see your spiritual self. I see you raising your vibration too. And people will be attracted to that. They will be really attracted to your really positive energy. And I see the Ten of Swords. I'm not seeing, it has been the Ten of Swords for you. It's been a real burden, but also the 10 is the end of a cycle. And I see yourself coming to that end of that cycle. Where you are going to be open to love, and you're doing that work on yourself. And also this card in this deck I see is like your ancestors and spirit. Your ancestors are helping you. So let loose. You're getting a lot of wands here. The Page of Wands, letting loose. And then I think you'll be surprised because the Page of Cups is here. And the message of love. But again, you need to be present. Pull yourself back down into your body. Be present. Live as in Wayne's World. Live in the now. Anyways.
And
yeah, that's right, Earth.
Wayne
that's right, Earth Mama. Passion, baby. Yeah. Passion, baby. That's right. There's a lot of passion here that's waiting to be released. So go do your work, Christine, and I wish you love.
Yes, blessings to you, Christina. Let us know how things are going.
Okay, I'm just going to reply to this text. I'm just going to take myself off camera here.
Okay, I was going to say I've been sitting in my office for about 5 hours this morning, and we still have 4 more questions.
I was gonna say, can we do like 1 or 2 more? And I don't want to do a mediumship based question because that's really draining.
Looking here. We have 1 mediumship question, which is a request for a message from a past loved one. But Debbie, if you want, get a hold of me, and I could read that privately for you.
I'm sorry, Debbie. I've been, like Kathy said, we've been working I've been working since
10 o'clock this morning. 8 o'clock my time, and it's 3 here my time.
And I'm already starting to get drained. So
yeah. And
sorry.
And then in between, I was on the phone with one of my mentors and did some channeling really quick. We were trying to work out something we've been working on for a while. And hold on, you hear the buzz, everybody? That's my blood sugars. Hi.
So I do have cards pulled for Vivian already. The message from Spirit. So Vivian.
Yes. I need to get up and walk because I'm getting a cramp in my thigh from when I had surgery, and grab a heat pad. I will be right back. If you go ahead and start. And let me post her question up.
Okay.
And I will be right back, and I'll read on this too, but I need to step away for a second.
So Vivian, what I'm feeling is you're connecting with somebody, or possibly had the warm fuzzies with somebody, because the center, I'm just gonna say the whole, right, the reading's about taking a leap of faith, right, with the 8 of Cups. You have to believe in what you want, okay? With that being said, I do think love is around you. Meeting people or getting good friends, but I think it's probably gonna be more than just friendship, because I have the 2 of Cups here, connecting with somebody. I also see that this is not just anybody, but this could be a match for you, somebody that can turn into a lover, something passionate. Okay, this is the Knight of Cups, so that's telling me that love is moving towards you alongside with the where's that, the 8 of Wands. It's moving really, really fast towards you. With this relationship, I have the Ace of Swords, so I'm just saying live in your truth, be truthful with what you want, communicate what you want. And this person honestly might remind you of somebody from your past, or you may have similar interests with this person or similar experiences with this person, because I have the 6 of Cups. Or it could be the joy of raising children together, or having that fun hobby, something on that level. This is what I'm seeing for you. It's definitely going to be a new love interest, or a strong friendship into a love interest. It's going to be going at slow and steady pace with that Ace of Swords, but living in your truth, though. Speak your truth. And I definitely see rekindling and having just that appreciation for one another. But in order to do that, you're going to have a go out on your leap of faith. That is what I have for you, Vivian. Many blessings to you, and I hope that resonated. I lost everybody. Uh-oh, where'd everybody go? Yeah, and I'm definitely not, and by no means in no way to be a Chippendale. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, I'm definitely not stripping. I'm sorry, dear. You can use your imagination. Use your imagination.
Oh, sorry about that, everybody. Oh, great heating pads. If you guys are looking for good heating pads, you can get these at Walgreens, CVS. I don't know. I bought them in one of my pharmacies. They're filled with sand. This has 3 chambers and a removable, like bean bags. You can actually make these too. Throw them in the microwave for a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. They hold the heat for about half an hour. They're really hot when they come out. My childhood look cool. Great.
I do the same thing with like making heating pads like out of old socks and putting rice in there and throwing it in the microwave.
Rice works. Farro or barley will work also. You just want to make sure that you heat them up frequently if you're using farro or barley, because and rice, because if they're old and they're not used and they're just sitting around, they will get weevils because it's in the grain. But if you microwave them regularly, that usually keeps them killed. Throw them out, refill them periodically if you're making your own. Pinterest, as my daughter says, will teach you how to make anything you want to make. But I love these, and I want to order one of those big ones from like that you can put on your back. My husband has back problems. I love these heating pads, and I don't know. I have vascular surgery, so I had no idea the healing process of this. I've got all the feeling back in my right leg, which I haven't had for about 3 years. My leg was numb all the way to almost my knee. So I've got all these new blood vessels I haven't used. Well, old blood vessels I haven't had circulation good in them. So as they're learning to pass blood, it's painful. So I'm healing well from it though. And I've got the left side to go through still. And that's the one that having most of the blockages in. So I've been down for the last couple weeks. I haven't been grounded, I haven't been meditating, I haven't been online a lot. I'm catching up on emails. Debbie Powers, email me as soon as we're off. If you'll flip one right away to me, I'll flip information back to you. And let's try to do it Thursday or Friday because my calendar's open. Pick whatever time's good for you. Let me know what time zone you're in. I'm Pacific time, so that I don't schedule it for my time and you live in the East Coast, because I don't know where you live. And I will go ahead and do a free reading for you, and we'll talk, and I'll see if I can channel Keith in, and I'll give you some instructions on how we can best connect with Keith. And I'll do a complete reading for you on a full deep dive reading for you. Okay. And Vivian's question. Everybody's read for Vivian but me?
Sharon hasn't yet.
Okay.
So go ahead and read it.
I have been told to pull Vivian a postcard rather than throw cards for her. I hear a postcard and a surrender card. Oh. All I can say is anybody out there that's diabetic, type 1 or type 2, I'm a juvenile diabetic, so I'm 58 and I've diabetes since for a little over 43, 44 years, something like that. So these are just, back in the early days, we didn't have good testing options and stuff, and it's wonderful now compared to what it was when I became a diabetic. So long-term damage on a disease you have no control over. So all I can say is if you're diabetic, any type of diabetic, keep a good diet, keep your blood sugars under 200, because anything over 200 causes all the damage to your eyes, your heart, your organs, and eat healthy. Diet and control are really important. So. And I'm a vegetarian, although I ate meat today. It was so good. Very rare for me to eat meat. I'm a carnivore at heart. The message from Spirit I got for you, Vivian, is celebrate life. It says, dear you, uncertainty thank you, is a new part of, my guide's telling me how to pronounce it, is a new part of normal for the world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. Boy, isn't that the truth? But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into rediscovering new possibilities that you've been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher powers. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in support of the higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. You don't have to know how it feels, what it looks like, or the outcome that will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did become that treasure. You did, because that treasure will appear. We are so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. I love this card. And doesn't that just fit the time of how our world's changed since COVID? I mean, I don't see everybody's life turning into what it was before all this happened. I think everybody's life is moving to so much better. So, and then a surrender card for you. I'm just going to cut the deck. Surrender comparisons with other people. Love this card. Let me see if I can get it to focus. I'm going to touch my lights. Let's see if I can get it turned. This beautiful Indian woman with this colorful, these are feathers. I don't know if I can get it to. I'm going to have to move my desk so I get better light. When the light starts shining behind, it doesn't show up well. This card says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So don't compare yourself to others. You already have what you need to be a strong, powerful person. Beautiful, beautiful message. And Sharon, if you're ready.
No, I had a little emergency there. I'm not feeling very well. So I don't think I will. What I'll do is I'll shuffle. I'll shuffle a card about the language.
Into my diabetic warning.
No, it's not about diabetes. So the language of letting go, I think I'll try that. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to turn the mic off, and I'll shuffle and pull. Oops.
Okay. I know this week all of us have had, the last 2 or 3 days, we have all had really booked schedules. Dean must have his mute button on, but the music on in the background.
Yeah. Okay. So
he hasn't started working yet. No.
This card, I know my feed is not that clear, but this card says being lovable. You can see all the hearts there, being lovable. And what it says is, today, I will tell myself that I'm lovable. Just because some people haven't been able to love me in ways that worked doesn't mean that I'm unlovable. I've had lessons to learn, and some of them have hurt deeply, but I can still love, and I still am loved. Wow, I think a lot of people could relate with that card. Bye, Ellen. Nice you dropped by.
Yes, Ellen, I'll give you a call in a little bit.
Okay. Oh, and Deanne Rocks, she was wondering why you didn't have a super chat function. No, she wanted to send you a super chat.
I have not hit.
But no, hold on. I told her that you have to have a certain number of subs and so on. So I said, let me check to see if Kathy has a PayPal account. And then I saw in your description that you have a Venmo account. So I did put it in the chat. So if Deanne is so inclined, she can send a donation there.
Well, yeah, I usually have it. I didn't put a banner up today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Deanne. And
you're welcome, Viviani. I put it up there again. Okay. Where are we at? I am fading fast here.
So am I. I got cards pulled for Debbie already. Oh no, I don't.
Not Debbie. You mean it was Earth Mama?
Yeah, well, yes, I have cards already pulled for that one.
Yeah,
and I think this is gonna be my last one.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is that either you're gonna have to learn to like her, or you're just going to have to let your son go that path and see if she's actually right for him. But you're going to have to be supportive. Don't discourage it, because if you discourage it, he's going to want it that much more.
Hold on.
So I definitely see that you're kind of annoyed with it, with the Queen of Cups. Like, I washed my hands of it. Right? But I think this reads more for you, right? The overall message is with the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. If it's love, it's meant to be, then they will be connected. That you can't stop it, okay? But what does that mean for you? You're going to have to live in the brighter side of things. See the brighter side of things. Live in the sun, live in the light. And if your son comes to you for some advice and some opinions, or your advice, you can offer your opinions then, but don't constantly say, well, I don't like this woman. You need to get rid of her, blah, 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 blah. Because I definitely see she's definitely a burden in the family with the Five of Swords. But again, this is his decision of what he wants to do, okay? I think right now it's a Three of Cups type of feeling for him, and everything is like all fun and games. I don't know if it's really serious. I don't know how long it's been going on. But the way you can react to it is taking a lesson from the Two of Pentacles. Just balance your energy and let him come to you when he's ready to talk about it.
Both of us got that. Are you done?
Yep, I am done with that. Many blessings with Mama.
My underlying card on this is the Seven of Wands, which is moving to higher ground. That message for you. You need to move to higher ground, and it's a ringing of a message that I think we're all going to tell you. The more you tell him no, the tighter he will hold on to her. You can't tell him what to do. He's an adult. He will come to his own decision. He will open his own eyes. The cards I'm getting for you in regards to his relationship is you will celebrate at some point, because there's going to be balance come from this. So he will find his balance. You have to be the Empress. And I know it's hard as a parent to watch your kids fall flat on their face, but they don't learn their lessons if they don't make their mistakes. And he will be making his mistakes. The Page of Wands moving forward, and there are plans in the works. These are not your plans to tear it apart. These are plans from above. He needs this relationship because he's learning a lesson from it. I wanted clarifiers on how this is going to affect him. I get the Page of Cups. This is going to hurt him emotionally, but honestly, he's waiting for his ships to come in with this Three of Wands. He is looking elsewhere. He knows this is not a good, safe relationship. But as long as you verbally tell him, no, 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 how awful she is, it's going to make him hold on tighter. Be supportive when it comes. The sun will shine on him, and he will see the light. And just like Sharon said, the Star card, Power card in the deck, this is the one you want to get to finish a reading. When it comes to these kind of readings, the sun will shine to him. He does have a better future because he gets the Seven of Pentacles. Things will move fast in his next relationship, and it will be a cherished relationship with the moon on his side. So trust that he will make the right decision. Let him learn the lesson from this relationship on his own, though. And when he falls down and scrapes his chin, be there to give him all the love and support you can as a parent. None of that, I told you so. Let him learn it. And he'll become a stronger person and make better choices on the next round. We always do. Sharon?
Okay. Earth Mama says here that she hasn't said anything. Well, good for you. Continue with that. What I've got is the energy of the reading is the World card. I feel things will change. But for now, there's some things that you don't know about this relationship and why he's attracted to her. So just sit tight. Offer your support. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is about health and that kind of thing. And if he asks for it, if he'll accept it. I mean, you can offer it, but yeah, offer it when he wants it. That's the best course. Five of Swords. I think in this deck, I think he hasn't made a judgment here. Okay, he's still studying the situation. But what you need to do is just to let go and trust the universe, and that he is his own man. He's confident, and that you just have to trust that he's got this, and that he has to go through these things. He learns from these situations. He will learn his lessons in love. Here's the King of Cups. And, if there's a tower things in his love things, well, he will learn from it. And here's the Page of Cups. And I see him, actually, I see this more that his energy is being raised here, that he's going to learn a lot from those situations. And he will find the right love. But for now, if he doesn't, we get hurt and we have to restore. We have, the Four of Swords, we have to rest and heal. But you're there. Also, I see this as you. Just send him love. That's all you can do. But he's a big boy. He'll figure it out.
While Sharon was reading Earth Mama, I heard the phrase, he's trying to rescue her. He's a caregiver. That's part of that lesson that he'll be learning is he can be a caregiver and give love to people, but he cannot rescue people that cannot rescue themselves. Anytime there's alcohol or drugs involved, those kind of addictions, or chemical imbalances due to mental issues, and she may have some personal scars she's drinking to cover up. The only person that can help them overcome that is a good psychologist, a program. They have to reach out for help themselves, because you can't pick somebody up and shake them and say, no, you can't quit drinking because I said so. It's not good for you. It's not going to work, until they hit bottom and reach up and put their hand out to professionals to help them through it. He can be supportive as a friend. I don't think he's going to be able to stay in the relationship that long, though. But I feel like your son is probably more like you in that regards. He wants to rescue. He wants to be a caregiver. He wants to rescue this woman. It's not his job. So good luck. Keep us informed. I think things will work out good for him in the end. He will learn his lesson. Carolyn, I really need to read on yours. Like I said to Debbie Powers, email me. This one I need to do as a private. And when I read the question, I heard this is a private message. If you read the message, if Sharon, you want to connect with me on this one, or Dean, to go private, I think I'm going to need to dive on this one.
On which one?
Carolyn's message says she hasn't heard from her daughter Molly since October, and she needs to know if she's okay. Do you want to do a deep dive on this with privately?
I can, but not today.
Not today.
No, not today. Like Friday or something.
Yeah, let's put something
Thursday,
together Friday. Yeah.
Are you?
I do.
I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm not feeling good energy, but
yeah, when I saw that, I didn't like the energy from that.
I'm going to email me. I'm going to ask you to send me a picture of her, because I want to connect with her energies through her photograph. Because I do that. I don't see that she's dead or anything, so don't worry about that. I just need to be able to follow her energy to see what's happening. But something's up. I'm just feeling something's up. So I want to do a work with my guides and channel into her energy on that one and follow it and see what I get. And that one's one I'd rather do privately rather than on an open forum. And so Debbie and Carolyn both reach out to me through email. I will set up a Zoom or a Messenger. If you're in Messenger, go ahead and friend request me. I can do readings on either. The nice part about Zoom is we can videotape them and make a copy available. So especially Carolyn, if we might want to record that one, because I don't know what I'm going to get, because I haven't dove in there yet. So I don't want to scare you, but I do want to dive on that because something's not right. But I'm not feeling death or anything. Nothing that bad, but something's not right. I need to figure out what's going on with her energy. I need to be able to follow it better. So both of you reach out to me today so I can get this set up. And same thing with Helena, if you're still in the room. Let's tell me what time's good on Wednesday, Helena, and we'll get our reading done, and I will be booked for the week. And no charge for Carolyn, no charge for Debbie, and Helen and I have already got ours arranged, so we just needing to book it. So thank you everybody for joining us today. Like I said, when there are questions like that, I do like to keep private, because if something does come up, I certainly don't want to do it on open air, especially if somebody may be missing or anything like that. Better for a private setting, and I have no problems doing those free of charge, because they're too important. And if I do get sick that needs to go out there,
I'm hiding him, putting him in jail every time he logs in.
Who?
Yeah, and
Terry.
Yeah, I just reported him.
What did he say?
Oh, don't give him any energy.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably can see it in my live chat. I'll look later.
Okay. I just want to say before I go, I'm giving away a free 30-minute reading one-on-one. When I reach 3, on my new channel, just started it. So I think I'm up to 297 subs. And when I get to 300 and things, you can go to my latest video, which was done Saturday. Yeah, last night. And you can, in the just leave a comment and you just say reading. And what I'll do is I'll take down your screen name and put it on a piece of paper. I have a, slips all ready to go here, and I'll put it in this box, of course, a red box. And I will pull the lucky winner, and I'll do that live online in a short video. I'll pull the lucky winner for that reading, and I'm going to give away a free half-hour reading every 100 subs that I get until I reach 1,000. So I just wanted to say that. Also, you can book a private reading with me. That information is also on my channel and also in the description. I think it's in the description of my videos. But it is what was I going to say? Oh, my email is Sharon. Excuse me. My email is Sharon. I can just put it in the chat here. Sharon.m.lee1954@gmail.com. But I'll just put it quickly in the chat right now.
That was a Gmail or
email?
Email.
Okay.
Gmail or email?
Yeah, okay. Gmail. G as in goon.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to put it on the ticker.
Sure.
I'll put a for reading ticker for both of us.
Okay. Yes, thanks, Connie. Linda G will be on with me Sunday, February the 6th. I've got Medium Kim coming as a guest. I can't remember, but I've got quite a few weeks lined up. I'm usually broadcast. My time is Saturday at 4:00 Pacific. And then I'll pop up some other times. I haven't got another regular day, but I'm on other people's channels a lot. So I'm pretty busy. Like last week I did my own videos, and on other people's channels, it was like 8 things I was doing. So it was a pretty busy week.
Yeah, we're also doing surprise pop-ups, Jean and I, throughout the week that aren't scheduled. So, Sharon, if you don't mind, if we're running a impromptu live, we'll send you a link, and if you can join. If you're not available, no need to respond. Just jump in if you're there. That's always fun. I love the impromptu shows where we don't really have a plan. Jean and I are working on another golden age of theater and showbiz night. It's in the works. We don't have that scheduled date yet. Dean has coffee talks on Fridays. We're doing a shout out for our buddy Kevin, Loving Vibrations. He hit 2,000. I think he will be doing a special and reading giveaway. I don't know if he's done that yet or not, because I haven't talked to him today, which is really unusual. I know he's been really busy, swamped. And this is he had a really busy weekend booked this weekend. So, but he has hit over 2,000 now, and he's getting bombarded with readings. So if you do want a reading with Kevin, I know he may be booking out a while. You can always contact Sharon or I for a booking. We'll get you in as fast as we can. I'm booked up for this week, but the following week, I'll know Monday what my following week after that will be, because I'm waiting for a surgery. But Sharon's calendar. I don't know what Sharon's calendar looks like. I know she's got a lot going on her plate right now.
I just want to say something to Connie. Thank you for putting my email, but you put in too many periods there. I'll just do it again. .m.lee, and there's no dot after Lee. 1954 at Gmail.
She just liked that year.
Well, Yeah, she just put in too many periods there. Okay.
And I need to talk to Sharon a bit later down the road, but I think in March, the second week of March, we will probably do a happy birthday something. I don't know. We haven't talked yet. Both Sharon and I's birthday, I'm on the 8th. She's on the 10th. We will be young. We're turning 29 again. Can we look at? And we're going to celebrate our 29th birthday. So, and we'll let you know when
I just made a mistake on my own email. There's no capital S on Sharon.
It doesn't matter.
Third time
it won't read
lucky.
The capital.
Is that right?
Yeah. If you capitalize it or not, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. I need to go, but thanks. It was
love you, Sharon. Thank you for joining us.
It's time to go.
I'm glad. Yeah, it is time to go, and we need to go because those trolls are out of control. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll go through and report block.
Okay. So until the next time.
Permanently. Ciao. Thank you, Sharon. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, all. I'm in power. That's right. Any broadcast.